Welcome, brave souls, to Tales of Terror. As we journey together into the shadowy corners of folklore and legend, we will encounter tales that chill the blood and haunt the soul, tales that linger in the mind long after the final words have been spoken. So if you enjoy our spine-chilling stories, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Tonight, we delve into a story that has echoed through the ages, a tale that has caused even the most hard-hearted to shiver in dread. A tale of a mother's love twisted into a mother's curse. A tale of La Llorona, the weeping woman. So gather your courage, huddle close and listen as we begin our haunting journey. But remember, these stories are not for the faint of heart. Are you ready? Then let's begin. In the midnight silence, a chilling cry pierces the air. The wailing of La Llorona, the weeping woman, a ghost story that has haunted generations. Picture, if you will, the quiet of a moonlit night disrupted by a sound so heart-wrenching it sends shivers down your spine. The sobbing echoes through the night, a sorrowful melody of despair and longing. This is the haunting wail of La Llorona, the weeping woman, whose tale is woven into the fabric of Mexican folklore and has seeped into the cultural consciousness of the Southwest United States. La Llorona, a spectral figure cloaked in white, roams riverbanks and waterways, her wails carried on the wind. Her cries are not just of grief, but of a remorse so profound it has transcended death itself. For she is on an eternal search, a quest driven by a mother's love and a mother's regret. The children she seeks are her own, lost to her through a cruel twist of fate and a moment of madness. Her spectral form is said to be an omen of danger, her mournful cries a chilling reminder of her tragic tale. This is not just a ghost story, it's a tale of love and loss, of desperation and despair. It's a story that has endured, passed down through generations, a chilling reminder of the lengths a broken heart will go to find solace. But this story is not for everyone. It's a tale that can unsettle the most hardened soul, make the bravest heart quiver. The tale of La Llorona has been told in hushed whispers around campfires, in the safety of daylight, but even then it carries a chill that lingers. So do you dare? Do you dare to delve into this tale of sorrow and spectral hauntings? Are you ready to walk along the riverbanks in the dead of night to listen for the cry of the weeping woman? Her story is not for the faint-hearted, but if you dare, let's unearth the chilling tale of La Llorona. In the heart of Mexico, a beautiful but poor woman named Maria falls in love with a wealthy nobleman. In a time when social class defined destinies, Maria's beauty caught the eye of a man far above her station. He was a nobleman, rich and influential, yet, surprisingly, he saw past their societal differences and fell hopelessly in love with Maria, the village belle. Their romance was the talk of the town, a love story that transcended class and wealth. Their love blossomed into a marriage, a union that brought them two beautiful children. Maria was over the moon. She had a loving husband and adorable children, a life she once thought was beyond her reach. She embraced her new life with all the joy and love she could muster. Maria's life was a whirlwind of happiness and contentment. Her days were filled with laughter and love, her children's giggles echoing in their grand home. Every milestone, every memory was a testament to the love she shared with her husband. But as the years passed, her husband's affection started to wane. The once ardent lover began to drift away, his attention drawn by the allure of the high society. His heart, which once beat only for Maria, now seemed to beat for the allure of wealth and status. Maria's world, once filled with love and happiness, started to crumble. The nobleman, her husband, was slowly slipping away from her grasp. His absence became more frequent and his indifference more palpable. The once joy-filled home started to echo with silence and indifference. Maria, who was once the center of her husband's world, was now just a fixture in his grand life. She watched as the love of her life drifted further and further away, leaving her alone in a world she no longer recognized. But in the midst of happiness, a shadow looms as Maria's husband begins to drift away. The seeds of a chilling legend were sown, a story that would echo through the ages and send shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. Overcome by jealousy and rage, Maria commits an act she would forever regret. Let's delve into the darkness of Maria's actions. Her heart, once a sanctuary of love for her children, now became a tempest of uncontrollable anger. Consumed by a fury as deep as the river that flowed near their home, she took a step that would forever mark her life, a step that echoed the darkest of human emotions: betrayal, despair, and regret. In the heat of this moment, Maria led her two innocent children to the river, their trust in their mother unbroken, their smiles oblivious of the horror to come. The river, usually a place of laughter and joy, became a stage for the unthinkable. Maria, blinded by her rage towards her unfaithful husband, committed the most heartbreaking act. She drowned her own flesh and blood in the cold, merciless river. Their cries were swallowed by the roaring water, their innocence lost in its depths forever. As the last ripple faded, Maria's rage subsided, replaced by a chilling realization. The magnitude of her actions weighed heavily upon her. Her children, her life, her joy, all snuffed out in a chilling act of revenge. Her heart, now a desolate wasteland, echoed with the laughter and cries of her children. The river, once a source of joy, now held a terrifying reflection of her own monstrous act. Her sorrow was as deep as the river that had claimed her children. She wailed and lamented, her cries echoing through the night. Her tears, a testament to her guilt and regret, flowed endlessly, forming a river of sorrow. A mother's love turned into a mother's curse. A tale of joy turned into a tale of horror. Maria, a loving mother, had become La Llorona, the weeping woman. Her cries of regret became a haunting lullaby that echoed through the ages. Her tale, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can reside in the human heart. In a moment of madness, Maria's lost everything she held dear. Filled with remorse and grief, Maria ends her own life, but her torment is far from over. In her despair, Maria's final moments were not ones of peace, but of utter desolation. As her life ebbed away on the banks of the river, she was consumed by a profound regret that etched itself into her very soul. It was this regret that twisted her spirit, warping her into the spectral figure of La Llorona, the weeping woman. La Llorona, born from a mother's sorrow and an unfathomable guilt, was not granted the solace of death. Instead, she was cursed to roam the earth for eternity, trapped in a ceaseless quest for her children. Her spirit, once filled with love and warmth, was now a chilling spectre of despair. Her transformation was as tragic as it was terrifying. No longer the beautiful Maria, she was now a phantom with hollow eyes that echoed her endless pain. Her once melodious voice was replaced by a mournful wail that echoed through the night, a haunting lament for her lost children. The curse of La Llorona is a punishment of the most cruel kind. It is an eternal torment that binds her to the mortal world, a world where she can only watch as time moves forward without her, her children, her life, her very identity, all lost to the river's depths. As La Llorona, Maria's sorrow has etched itself into the folklore of countless generations, tales of a ghostly woman, weeping and wailing along riverbanks under the moon's pale light, have been passed down through the years. Her cries are a chilling reminder of her eternal punishment, her ceaseless search for her children. Yet it's not just her cries that echo through the night. It's the chilling realization of her story, the harrowing tale of a mother's love turned to desperation, then to despair, and finally to a curse. A stark reminder of the depths of human emotion and the horrific consequences when those emotions are pushed beyond their limits. Her spirit now wanders, eternally searching, forever weeping. Her wailing is not just a sign of her sorrow, but a warning to all who hear it. The lamentations of La Llorona are said to be more than just the cries of a grieving mother. They are a chilling omen, a harbinger of doom. In the heart of Mexico and across the southwest, tales abound of those who have heard her mournful cries in the dead of night. Each story is a chilling testament to the misfortune that follows an encounter with La Llorona. Some whisper of sudden illness, others of inexplicable accidents, and the most terrifying of all, talk of death itself. Take the story of old Señor Mendoza. A respected man in his village, he claimed to have heard the wails of La Llorona one fateful night. Dismissing it as the wind, he went about his life as usual. But within a week, he was struck down by a sudden, unexplainable illness. His health deteriorated rapidly, and despite the best efforts of the local curandero, Mendoza passed away, leaving the village in shock and fear. Then there's the tale of young Rosa, a girl not yet in her teens. She insisted she'd seen the weeping woman by the river on her way home one evening. Rosa's mother admonished her for telling such tales, but the very next day, Rosa was found lifeless in her bed. The cause of her death remained a mystery, but the villagers whispered about La Llorona. These stories, while chilling, serve as a stark reminder of the curse that is La Llorona. Her sorrow has transcended time, morphing into a warning that echoes through the ages. Some say she's a myth, a story to scare children into obedience. Yet the fear in the eyes of those who claim to have heard her wails tells a different story. The cry of La Llorona is not just a lament, it's a chilling prophecy. It's a reminder of the tragic tale of a mother's love turned into a curse. To hear her weep is to feel the chill of death. La Llorona's tale is more than just a ghost story, it's a cautionary tale passed down through generations. The legacy of La Llorona is steeped in the rich tapestry of Latin American folklore. Her tragic tale serving as a cultural cornerstone for countless communities, she is an eerie embodiment of regret and consequence. Her story a chilling testament to the power of choices and their lasting impact. At its core, the tale of La Llorona is a stark warning, particularly for the young. In the hushed whispers of the night, parents would recount the story, their words casting long shadows on the bedroom walls. Children would listen, wide-eyed and breathless, as they learned about the weeping woman who roams the riverbanks, forever searching for her lost children. But La Llorona is more than a simple boogeyman. She is a tragic figure, a mother consumed by grief and guilt, her sorrow echoing through the centuries. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the irreversible nature of our actions, a lesson in responsibility and consequence. Even in our modern era, where science often overshadows superstition, the tale of La Llorona retains its relevance. She represents the universal fear of loss and the devastating effects of our own mistakes. Her story transcends cultural boundaries, resonating with audiences worldwide. In a world increasingly focused on the individual, the tale of La Llorona serves as a stark reminder of our responsibilities towards others. Her story compels us to consider the ripple effects of our actions, the potential harm we can cause if we act thoughtlessly or selfishly. La Llorona is a symbol of the past, a haunting figure that carries with her a timeless message. She is a testament to the power of folklore, the enduring nature of stories, and their ability to shape and reflect our shared cultural values. Her story continues to resonate, a chilling reminder of the consequences of our actions. Is La Llorona just a tale, or does she truly wander, weeping in the night? As with most legends that have stood the test of time, the story of La Llorona has sparked debates and discussions about its veracity. Some dismiss it as nothing more than a cautionary tale, a spine-chilling fable spun to keep children from wandering off after dark. Others, however, argue that there is more to it than meets the eye. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of a weeping woman in white, especially near bodies of water. People have come forward with their personal encounters of a figure dressed in white, her cries filling the night air with a haunting melody of sorrow. These experiences have fueled the belief in the existence of La Llorona, making her more than just a figment of folklore. Moreover, there are numerous instances of unexplained phenomena attributed to La Llorona. Mysterious disappearances near rivers, inexplicable sounds of weeping echoing through deserted streets, and sudden, chilling gusts of wind that seem to carry a mournful lament. These occurrences have left even the most skeptical individuals questioning their disbelief. In addition, there have been instances of paranormal investigators venturing into the heart of the legend, armed with sophisticated equipment and a desire to uncover the truth. Their findings often include unusual energy spikes and recorded audio that, when played back, bears an uncanny resemblance to the cries of a distraught woman. Scholars and researchers, too, have delved into the legend, seeking to unravel its historical and cultural roots. While some believe that La Llorona is a symbol of collective guilt or grief, others argue that she represents the oppression and suffering endured by countless women throughout history. Yet, despite all the debates and investigations, the mystery of La Llorona endures. It seems that the weeping woman in white is destined to remain an enigma, her story forever entwined with the shadows of the night. Whether myth or reality, La Llorona's wails continue to echo in the silence of the night. So next time you hear a chilling wail in the dark, remember the tale of La Llorona. Let's recap. The story of La Llorona, the weeping woman, is one that has been whispered in hushed tones for centuries, a tale of tragedy and horror, of a mother driven to the unthinkable act of drowning her own children out of despair and jealousy. Cursed to wander the earth in search of her lost children, her haunting cries echo through the night, a chilling reminder of her eternal sorrow. This tale serves as a stark warning, a grim reminder of the chilling consequences of actions taken in the throes of desperation and despair. The eerie nature of the story, the haunting cries of La Llorona, the eternal search for her lost children. All these elements come together to create a tale that continues to send shivers down our spines. And remember, if you hear a wail in the night, it might just be La Llorona, forever searching, forever weeping. As we close the book on this chilling tale, we leave you with one final thought. The story of La Llorona is not just a tale of terror, but a reminder of the power of actions and their everlasting consequences. So next time you hear a wail in the night, remember La Llorona and her eternal search. It's a reminder that actions made in haste, in despair, can reverberate through the ages. But don't let fear keep you awake at night. Instead, let these tales of terror serve as a reminder to live wisely, to act with consideration, and to respect the world and its many mysteries. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the realm of terror. If you've enjoyed this chilling tale and want to hear more, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling stories. Until next time, sleep tight and remember, the world is full of stories waiting to be told. Good night.